Hi there. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It's Tuesday. How is everyone? I hope everybody's doing well. We have 1 minute and then I'm going to get started. There we go. I just had to get my footrest there for me. So I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. California is absolutely stunningly beautiful today. The weather is amazing. Let me see if it tells me what the weather is right now. Oh, it's not telling me, but yes, it does. I was going to guess right. I was going to say in the low 80s. Hi, Roz. It is 84 degrees. This is, if I could order weather, this is the weather I would order. Hi, Roseanne. Hi, Florence. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm excited to see you here today. I have a really, really feminine, soft card that I'm gonna make for you today. I hope you love it as much as I do. I'm known for a couple of things. It's 2 o'clock, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm known for anyway. All of you guys that are here might know this already, but I am known, let me see, I'm known for the double bows. That is kind of my thing that everybody knows that I've been doing forever and ever and ever. And then people say that's a Bev card. That's a Bev card. And so the card I'm making today, I would definitely put it in the category of that's a Bev card. You guys all know that my favorite colors are white and vanilla. And so yeah, there you go. But remember, if you're a person that likes a lot of color, you can take my layouts, my creations, and just change them up to the way that you would like them to look. And that's what's so awesome about stamping. So I see people popping on. So we got a lot to talk about and share. My girls just decided to start texting and sending me messages right now. They forget that I'm live at 2 o'clock. But so I'm just going to put them on hold until we're done. I'm so glad to see everybody. Thank you for being here. Okay, I'm going to turn you down and we're going to get started. There we are. Thank you, my Carol. I can always depend on you for sprinkling. What does sprinkling mean? It just means that you tell your friends about me. Hi, Sharon. You give them my link to Facebook or YouTube, and if they're interested, they can watch as well. So again, welcome to my page, Stampin' All Day with Bev. I am your host, Beverlee Morales, and I live in Tracy, California. I do have a September host code for you. Tomorrow's the big day where you can order from the new mini catalog. And so if you do and your order's under $150, please use that code. That will connect you to me, and that would be wonderful. You can shop with me at beverleystamps.stampinup.net. Hi, Debbie. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I like this top a lot, too. My husband loves this color on me, so that's one reason I like it. Hey, Beverlee, welcome. So there is the link to my shop. And also, if your friends or you decide to go to YouTube, there is my channel. It's just my name. Once you put my name on YouTube, I'll pop up. And if you want to talk to me about anything or send me your address because you want a prize, would you email that to my email address right there? That's where I will see it the fastest. Thank you. I don't check my messages often. I try to remember, but I'm not real good at that. There's just my link again. I meant to cut that so I can have it on my desk. So I'm going to do that right now. Let's just get that cut and carry on. Okay. So we have a winner. I'm going to mail out this card to the winner of this project from my last live. I'm not going to mail out the box. Obviously, it's thick, and that would take a lot more to get it to you, and it might get smashed. So I'm going to mail out the card. But I do need your address before Sunday. So, Doreen, if you would send me your address, I'd be happy to mail you this cute little Halloween card that you can use to send out to whomever you would like. Okay, congratulations, Doreen. All righty, so can you believe August has come and went? It is September now, but the weather is absolutely perfect. I just love it. But I promised that 2 people were going to win a 6 by 12 pack of this awesome Hey Karen Designer Series paper. This is in the current catalog. It's 48 sheets. It's called Delightfully Eclectic 12 by 12. It's humongous. It's $30. So but I've been using the heck out of it, what I was going to say, but it's so big, it's going to last you forever. So, hi, Karen. So, we have 2 winners, and I want to announce who won a half pack of this amazing paper. My first winner is Reiko Flanagan. Reiko is a customer of mine. Woohoo, Reiko. She will be here. She's already RSVP'd to open house on Thursday. So she's going to get half this pack handed to her just for placing an order from me in the month of August. There's 2 winners though, so hold on. Are you a winner? If your name is Karen Kirschner, you are the winner of the other half of this awesome pack of 12 by 12. Now, Karen is one of my customers from Texas, so I will be shipping this out to her in the next day or 2. Congratulations, both of you. I promise you, you're going to love your half pack of this paper. Okay. If you are a customer of mine, you should have a rewards form. If you do not, all you have to do is email me and I will send you one electronically. Oops, that's old. That's not supposed to be in here. That is, I threw away the wrong thing, I think. Oh, here it is. I wanted just to remind you that some things are online exclusives. And so, oh, good, Karen, you just got here and you see that you won. You're very, very welcome, Karen. So remember that there are more items, online exclusive items. You just have to go to our Stampin' Up! Website. And hi, Roseanne, and you can see all these items that are exclusive to online. Okay. So what am I using today? This is bugging me. It's a little bit too wide. Going to get in my way. Okay. So what am I using today? I am using a die set that I absolutely love. Hey, Sharon. It's called Handcrafted Element Dies. It's in the new mini that goes live tomorrow. And it is on page 21. Now, if you're a customer of mine, you have a catalog already. So you can look on page 21 and see those dies. The item number is 162330. Here they are. And 2 of them are out of the pack because I'm going to use them. This is why I got them. This is why I bought them. Look at that ornament. Gorgeous. I can see 3D items. I can see actual ornaments for the tree. I can see tons of things with that. Then I noticed this die. It shows better from the back side. This is a frame with a flower on it, stitched. Then there's 2 large ovals. They're floral designs. There's a star and a tag. Whichever, a little hole in the tag already for you. And then there's this oval, which was my second favorite item in this pack. And then here's a single flower. Okay, so you can better visualize these. I'm going to show you some cutouts, and I just used some scrap paper to cut them out. Some of them are black, so they might not be easy to see on this. Here's the tag. See how it cuts out the little hole at the top right there? So there's the tag. Here's one of the ovals. How pretty that is. Here's the gorgeous one I fell in love with, that dainty design. Hi, Patty. There's a star. And out of the center of the star drops a smaller star. I love how that outline is. Love that. Here's the tag in red. Here's the ornament, and this piece that's in the middle can stay in if you wanted to, but I just punched it. It just falls out if you tap on it, so I punched it out. And then here is the other oval. But I just think they're absolutely gorgeous dies, so I wanted to share that with you. And because I thought it might be geared to Christmas because of the ornament, of course, I want to share with you what you can marry these dies with, which is probably a ton of things, but here's just one. Honeybee Home, which is also in, I believe this is an online exclusive, and then the coordinating dies. And from these dies, I'm going to use one of the larger floral dies and one of the bees. So in the set, there's 3 bees. I'm going to use this one and this large floral stamp right here. And the other thing I love so much about this stamp set is the sentiments. They are such heartwarming terms of endearment. So stay wonderful. You know, your friends are your friends because they're wonderful people, right? We want them to stay wonderful and know that they're wonderful. So I absolutely love that. And then you're the nicest. There are so many nice people in this world, and sometimes they just need to hear it. And so glad we're family. Whether it's family that you've picked to be your family or whether it's true family, either way. And then, of course, miss you, best of luck, and such happy news. Those are great sentiments as well. But these 3 here really, really touch my heart. So I'm going to be using You're the Nicest today. Okay. So that's the stamp set I'm using. And then also I'm using the brick, what's it called? Exposed brick. Here's the cover, exposed brick folder, 161600. Hi, Kathleen. So that is the folder I'm using. All right, so I told you that Patty's on here, and Patty will confirm this statement. She always says, well, that's a Bev card. Oh, that's definitely a Bev card. Hi, Andrea. And so today I am making a Bev card. So here we go. Let me show you the card. Okay, so there we go. Look at the flower, how dainty this flower is right here. This is from the die set that I talked about. Thank you for the thumbs up. These are the words, you are the nicest. This is our beautiful, beautiful ribbon, 2 little snippets of it. And look, Patty's laughing. She sees it as a Bev card, and so does who else? Bev Stokes says it sure is a Bev card. But look at this oval behind the cluster. Now I've taught you, thanks Beverlee. We've got 3 Beverleys here in one room. Can you believe that? Bev Stokes, Bev Grillo, and me. So I've talked many, many times, I'm going to get this up close so you can see it better without it getting blurry, I hope, about how I make clusters. So this was a cluster that I made, and I have a couple of techniques I want to share with you to get it so soft. This card almost makes me want to whisper. The exposed brick background, oh my word. Look, if I turn it this way, can you see the texture better? It's just so pretty. And then the iridescent rhinestone basic jewels, I've been using the heck out of those. Just one right in the middle there for a little shimmer. So I've got a couple of techniques I want to share with you. I want you to look close because you're going to see the card is embossed as well as the layer piece. Can you see that? Did you notice that? So I'm going to emboss these first and show you that technique, but I'm going to also show you what it looks like if you only emboss the layer piece, the 4 by 5 1/4. You have that embossing folder. Great. Hi, Tony. Okay, so I'm going to take my card base, which is just basic white cardstock. It's already cut down, regular size, and my layer piece, which is also already cut down layer size. Now, if you stamped a card on this the way it is, this is how it would look. But the minute you add a folder to your layer piece, you change everything up. So let's go there first. Get my cut and emboss machine and my platforms. So I know I repeat this all the time, but I want, hi Donna, I want people that are new to know how to use this wonderful cut and emboss machine, which is also in the current catalog. So you're going to have platform 1, which comes with the machine. Then you're going to have your layer piece. What did I just do with my folder? It's just in my hand. Put the machine on it? No. Good grief almighty. I hate it when I do that. Oh, I put it back in its cover so I couldn't see it. Okay, so here is the folder. Okay, so you take the folder and you want your folders as much as possible. You want the spine of the folder to go into the machine first or last. It doesn't matter as long as it doesn't go in sideways like this. There's a lot more pressure on the ends of your machine, so putting the spine on the side there could crack it eventually, so we don't want to do that, right? Okay, on each folder as well, there is a black line. It runs up to the word Stampin' Up, and then the black line continues on. I like to use that as a guide for myself, and I put the end of the cardstock on that black line, and that just helps me keep everything straight. So here we go. Welcome, everyone. This is platform number 4, and it goes on top of 3D folders. So here we go, cranking through. And then that plain white paper is now this gorgeous exposed brick, which is my favorite type of brick. Okay, so now I'm going to lay this on the card. Let's move this over a little bit just for a second. I have to reuse it again, but I just want to talk about this. So when I was designing this card, I laid the exposed brick layer 4 by 5 1/4 onto my card, and I just wasn't caring for the solid card. Hey, Mary Jo. Hi, Janine. And so I decided I was going to also emboss the front of my card. But when you put a folded piece of cardstock into your die like this, see how it doesn't cover the whole edge here? So if you run it through now, you're going to have exposed brick pattern, and then you're going to have a little piece left over where your fold is. So it's not going to look good. And we can't turn it sideways and run it through the machine. I just told you that. Hi, Laura. So what do? My goodness, it's so, you know, I've wanted an embossed front of my card before, but I just never attacked that problem before, and I just decided there's got to be a way. So I'm going to share with you that way right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the cardstock up to the top of the folder, up to the very top of the folder, okay? And we're also going to scoot to my right, and I am going to get this. Okay, I got to say something else first. On this folder, you might not be able to see it on camera very well, but so I'm going to try to explain it. There is a little bit of a void, just a slight, not even a 1/16 of an inch on the side there, okay? So we need to get all pattern, right? We want all pattern on all the front of the card. So I'm going to go to the top of the pattern, and then I'm going to come over and I'm going to take that 1/16 of an inch or so, it's less, and put it on the side of my folder. This does take a little patience until you get used to doing it, but I think it's well worth it because look at the results. Okay, see the texture on texture? Okay, so I think I have it there. Okay, so now I don't want to have to do that every single time because, hello people, we got things to do, people to see, right? So I'm going to take a ruler and I'm going to place it on my folder, and I'm going to see the folder is clear. My ruler happens to be clear and the white cardstock is showing through everything. So I'm going to line it up right there. And I am going to take a Sharpie marker and I am going to put the point against my ruler and I'm going to make a line on to my folder. And that's going to tell me where to put my paper up against each time. Now, if you want that line to go away, all you need is rubbing alcohol and a cotton ball or an old rag you don't care about, and the rubbing alcohol will take that line away. Okay? So now, I don't think I moved anything. So now we're going to go and bend this back. Ooh, scary, scary, I know. But let's see what happens. See, it's bent here on the back because I have to turn this way to go through the machine, right? Okay. So let's see what happens here. Number 4, there you are. Okay, so we're going to put it in with the spine first. We're going to cover it up with platform number 4. And we're going to go through. Has anybody ever seen this done before? Because I've not done it before. I just worked on it and came up with this, and I really think I'm going to like doing this a lot. Okay, let me take the paper out and put my folder back. Move things out of the way. Okay, so this is what you're going to get, and you're going to say, that looks horrible, Bev. Well, kind of, yeah, right now. So we're going to come and fold corner to corner, press down, go to the back side, use your bone folder, which is a staple in our Stampin' Up! Tools, and look at this beautiful front-faced, fully embossed card. Now we can layer the exposed brick on top and still have design all the way around it. Okay, so that is one thing I wanted to teach you today that is new, that I've never taught before. Hey, Marcia. Okay, so let's get this glued on. Let's look at the card. What's my rule? Is there any ribbon that's going underneath the layer piece or anywhere that needs to go on before I put this layer piece down? The answer to that question is no, there is not. So we can safely put this down and be done with this part of the card. Hi, Hannah. Hi, honey. Okay, so that's my little granddaughter. Everybody say hi, Hannah. All right, so now we need another piece of cardstock cut 4 by 5 1/4, which is layer piece, and we're going to have that for the inside of the card when we get there. Then we need a scrap piece of white cardstock. Remember, I talked about the bee and the flower. That's for the inside, and we also need to cut out this piece and this piece. Okay, so let me get another piece here and do it all at the same time. Okay. So where are my stamps? Here they are. Now this card was so soft that I didn't know exactly what ink I should use that would not take the softness from this card away, because the other two colors I am using are Soft Sea Foam and Bubble Bath. So you can tell that's all very, very light. So my advice to you, if you want to keep things very, very soft, is to use Crumb Cake. This is Crumb Cake. So I'm going to ink up the stamp from the Honeybee Home stamp set. It's a rubber stamp. So it has the rubber and the decal on there, and I'm going to just stamp that down. And then a bee. The bees in this set are a good size, and I didn't want it to be aggressive. I wanted it to be sweet. Look at that. See how soft and gorgeous that is? Okay, so I wanted the bee to be a nice bee because it says you are the nicest. So see, here's the bee, and it is pretty big. So if you stamp it in Crumb Cake, you're going to have a really soft looking bee. There we go. Okay. So I didn't show you the inside of the card, did I? I forgot. Look, isn't that pretty? Look how soft they are. The same coloring. How on earth? I didn't use chalks. Those of you who are have been stamping a long time, you might think that this is chalks. It is not. It is the look of chalk. You are absolutely correct, but they're not chalks. It's not what I use. So I'm going to take my bee die, and I'm going to place it onto this stamped image. And then I'm going to cut it out. Then I'm going to tape it down is what I meant to say. Trying to get it lined up absolutely perfect. There we go. I'm going to put it down with my Post-it note tape. Then I'm going to take the flower. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. The flower die, same thing. Make sure I get it lined up straight and put my Post-it note tape on there. These two don't matter if they move or not, so I'm just going to lay them on there. And we're going to get the machine again. I see some people on here that I'm not sure if you're avid stampers or have been stamping for a while and know all the little tricks of the trade, so I don't want to leave you confused. We're going to change from folders to cutting dies. So we use 1, 2. These are platforms that come with the machine. 1 of the number 3 platforms. 1, 2, 3. And then we put our project on top, just like this. These 2 are taped down so they didn't move. And then another number 3 acrylic on top to protect everything and crank it through. Hello, Fernando. Okay. So let's take out this little one here. Look at the beauty of this. There are a few little pieces that need to be a little bit of help to come out, but there's not that many of them. And you can use the dryer sheet technique if you want, or the bubble wrap technique if you want. I just, for some reason, have the patience to pop these out. So I don't use those techniques, but you definitely could. And put this away so I don't lose it. I would cry out loud if I did. Have to order another set if I lose a die, right? But in the catalog on page 21, look at the samples using this die. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. Okay, so there we go. There's that piece. Then here's the little flower. Now, if you don't have the attachment to your take your pick tool, You definitely want the attachment. It's a little brush that will brush out all the little pieces for you. This is the old brush that I have, and since it's still good, I didn't order the attachment yet, but when this one wears out, I definitely would get that. Did that not get cut good? Let me see if that did. Oh, that looks like it's not cut well. Let me go through one more time. And because it didn't cut well, I'm going to put it on the side of the machine. Like I said, it's tighter there, and that will squeeze it more, and then it should cut really, really well. See, look at the difference. I put it on the side. Okay, let's take that out. And after using the brush, there's just 1, 2, 3 little pieces in there still that I need to grab out. Hi, Edie. So there's that beautiful flower. Okay, and then die back. These are solid images, so I know there's not going to be any little pieces I need to poke out. So I will just pull. Look at the flowers. Just gorgeous. Oh, see, I told you, it makes me whisper. And the bee. Okay. Those are my pieces. Now, let's look at the card again. There's color there. So how did I get that soft color? Well, that's what I'm going to teach you next. And look at this flower. It goes like this. So how come there's leaves that way? Well, in advance, hey Mark, I cut out two flowers, okay? Just did that just to save an ounce of time. And we're going to go to our bubble bath ink, and we're going to burp our pads. Remember, I've talked to you about burping your pads before. I take the palm of my hands and I squeeze both the bottom and the top of the ink pad together, and then when you open up the lid, you have a color palette there. Okay, I'm going to do the same to the soft sea foam. What's this called? Burping your pad. So when I use that terminology and next time, you'll see. Okay, I'm not that strong in this one. Ooh, didn't get that much ink on there, and I should have had my husband do it. There's better. See, more ink there. You just have to be strong. I'm extremely weak, so you guys can probably do it easier than me. Then you need your blending brushes. This one, you can't even tell what color was on there, but I'm going to think it was bubble bath, but nothing came off on here. And this is what I'm going to teach you. Remember that when we use the blending brushes and the ink pads, we usually put ink on from the ink pad onto the blending brush, and then we start off our project. This is our project, and we put our blending brush here, and we go in a circular motion, and we go over our image, right? Because we don't want the blob of tapping to get on our project, and we don't want too much ink on there. We can always add. Well, here's what I came up with. If you put ink in your lid by burping your pad, you can take your blending brush and blend like this right in the top of your ink pad, and you have such little amounts of ink, so light on this brush, that you can just go right over your project without thinking about it at all. You can even go onto the leaves partially because it is so soft. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to grab a little bit more if you want it darker. I just thought this was amazing. I don't know if anybody's done this before, but I haven't. And I just thought it was amazing because I was looking for a light pink. Okay, so let's close that up again. I can tell I need more. And I would not put my re-inker there. I would not put a drop of re-inker on this because it's going to be very, very dark again. We want this little blotch here. Circular motion right onto the plastic. Go right onto our project. And pushing with my pointer finger, circular motion, and getting that as much of that pink on there as I can. And it's just the soft soft pink that I'm looking for. Okay, then we change brushes, which I don't even know if we have to change brushes because look, literally I don't see any ink. I don't even have to clean it, but I'm gonna change them anyway, just to make sure. And I'm gonna go to another brush and the ink here that's on the palette, and I'm gonna flip my flower around and go right onto the leaves, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Look at that, so soft. If on camera, I can't tell till I watch the replay, but if on camera, they look white, they are not. They are oh good, I got stronger, I got more green on there. They are not, they are definitely the softest pink and green you have ever seen. There we go. Okay, let's do the other leaf here. Beautiful. Oh, just so beautiful. Okay. So I've got my two flowers here, just like that. Do you guys like this? You're getting awful quiet. Okay. So now I've got these. I want my bee to be friendly. Some people don't like bees. It's not that they hate them or anything. It's just not their favorite bug. So we're going to make this guy really friendly and soft. And I'm just going to put pink lightly on him as well, him or her. And on this crumb cake ink, it's just a tinge of pink there, and it's just so beautiful. Now, you're going to ask me, those are a cluster of flowers. How are you going to do that there? Well, I'm just going to go over the flowers. This is so light, remember? See there? Just going to go over them. I'm not going to try to be careful not to get them on the stems or the leaves because pretty much impossible to do that. And this is all the coloring I've got to do. Now we're going to go back to the other blending brush and the green, but we're keeping everything extremely soft. Okay, and then I'm just going to go into the green and get that tint of green in there. Okay, now hi Ann, when I squeezed it that time, I didn't get enough ink on the lid, so I'm going to squeeze it again. And next time I'm going to have my husband do it for me. And if you want to see the leaves better, take your Wink of Stella, go right into the burped pad, and then color your leaves like that, and they'll stand out more. And your stem, just whatever look you're going for. And if you wanted to do that to the pink flowers, you could do that as well. But I want the soft, soft look, so I'm leaving it as is. Okay. So that's for the inside of my card. Let's get that down while we're talking about it. Hi, Rama. And I am going to put glue, our liquid Tombow, right down the center, lightly, and set it down on the inside of the card. Look how gorgeous that is. I'm going to let that set up a minute. Hi, Maggie. Then I'm going to take her leaves. Didn't you know bees had leaves? Her wings. And then I'm going to put glue on her body. And see this little indentation right here? She's going to be diving right in there to get some of that nectar that she wants. Look at that. There I go, whispering again. Okay, let's get this inside the card. I'll forget. I'm going to lift the flowers in a minute, but I'm going to give it a minute to dry, so I'm not going to put it inside the card yet. All right, now let's start with our cluster. So I'm going to take one set of leaves, and I'm just going to lightly squeeze my glue and get glue on this flower, and then push it around with the nose of the applicator. And I'm going to set it right down on this special oval. I'm telling you, this is so sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Then this one. Hi, Lalo. Hi. I'm going to place my pointer finger and my thumb in the middle of this flower, and see how there's loops here. I'm going to grab and pinch those loops just to give it some dimension and interest and fluff. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. Again, push it around with the applicator. And I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to set it on top of the first flower. I don't want to get glue on my finger if it pops through the hole, so hold on. Let me get my stylus tool. Set it down and push with my stylus tool. And that's how I got the double leaves using the same die twice. Of course, when it sets up, it'll stop moving around. There we go, it's starting to set up. And then I'll give it some more pinching. You can even pinch the leaves a little bit if you want. There we go. And then that gave me the idea to take your pick tool and take the largest of the iridescent gems and place it right there in the middle. They are self-adhesive already. Oh, that was the medium one. I would use the large one. They're self-adhesive already, but because there's glue that may have come through the holes a little bit, it just helps it hold even a little better. So we set this onto the card. Aw, thank you, Roseanne. What a sweet thing to say. You set this on your card. And you know how I always talk about when your dimensionals are running low, you use the sides. Don't throw those away. They're just as good as the rest of your dimensionals. Because this is oval and long, I'm just going to cut maybe like 3 little points here. Take this whole little row and set it behind the whole concoction there, because it's layered with so much you won't be able to see them. And then I can set it down and it's slightly lifted. Okay. All right, so now we need a sentiment. And when you cut your layer piece down from 5.5 to 5 1/4, you have a little strip left over, right? When you're cutting these down, the layer pieces. So keep those strips. And, well, let's lift this now. Just going to lift a couple of the flowers, because remember the glue is only on down the middle. Okay. Gives it a little bit more something, something, right? Let's put this down. Oh, thank you, Mary Jo. You guys do not know what treasures you are. Every single one of you. You are a treasure to me. I don't know what my life would look like without all my friends and my viewers. Seriously. Okay. So now let's do the sentiment. So you are the nicest, which that's what I was thinking. My viewers are the nicest. So we're going to take Bubble Bath ink and we're going to ink up this stamp. Tap, tap, tap. And we're going to stamp this down. I got to pull it down so I can see better. And I'm going to stamp it right here. See how that worked out. Perfect. You are the nicest. And I love how it's a bold font, and then the, what do you call it? Oh gosh. I don't know why I lose my words when I'm on, but you guys know what I'm saying. Okay, so we're going to do a little flag cut here. There's one side. Then we're going to cut down the middle and meet up at the tip for the other flag side. Okay, and we've got a little banner now. Close my stamp pad. Now let's go to the ribbon. Now this ribbon is so gorgeous, we don't want to use it all up, do we? I know I don't, but eventually it will be gone. But we're just going to cut a little 2 pieces here like this. Block and script. Thank you. And we're going to also cut the little flag on the end of this ribbon. One on this for this side, and then one for the other side. I was thinking of cursive is what I was thinking, but block and script is right. Okay, so there we've got 2 little flags. So let's get a mini glue dot and let's put it at the end of our banner, right under the Y, and at the other end of the banner here. So dainty and definitely me. Told you it was a Bev card. Okay, so we're gonna, the mini glue dots are on the very ends as far as I could get them at the flag areas, right? Whenever you don't have enough hands, take your pick tool is your friend. And just line that up right like that. And the reason you want the mini glue dot is at the end is because if you put the mini glue dot back, this flag will flop, and you don't want it to flop. You want it to stay sturdy and straight onto your banner. There we go. Doesn't that just add to the card? My goodness. So now all we have to do, and I didn't use my ribbon scissors. I'm lucky I didn't tear that ribbon up. Okay, so let's get some glue, and we're just going to put, this flower is only glued in the middle. So I can easily lift the end petals, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here. I don't want to put it on the banner because if I go too wide, I'll have sticky where sticky need not be. So we can just scoot this right under the petals and press. Just make sure it's straight. Come back and make your lacy little flower pop up like that. And you have the sweetest little card to send to a friend who is the nicest, with a completely embossed front all the way to your fold, to your center fold. And you can stamp whatever you want on the inside. Now this one says you are the nicest, but also in the stamp set it says, so glad we are family. If they're far away, I miss you. Or you are the nicest. Stay wonderful. Yes, stay wonderful. I just love it. So, are there any questions? If not, I'm going to let you go until Sunday. Hello, Jan. And remember to comment before Sunday night for a chance to win one of these cards. And the last thing I want to say is, if you have signed up for open house on Thursday, if you are coming, we have quite a few RSVPs already. Guess what? You get to make this card. I'm going to have everything ready for you to make this card. So I hope you love it. I know you'll have someone to send it to. So you guys take care. Mom is much better today, Florence. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you, Bev. Thank you so much. It is dainty, that's for sure. You're welcome, Colleen. All right. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.